Hi Leo, I'm Jofia Mind Tarot, here to read for June 2023. Leo, I've been having issues with I don't know if Mercury retrograde is still a thing. I would shuffle, have the cards all talk, and the camera would freeze. So, right now I have the cards already out, but um, let's see how it goes this time. Okay. I'm sorry about that you weren't able to see me shuffle. I wasn't able to respond to someone who spoke to me earlier, and I'm going to say hi to everybody. But anyway, let's get on with your reading. Um, so, right now, it says the general energy for this month, it says solar plexus chakra, and it reads the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. And with under the deck, it says perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and take a good, hard, deep look at it. So it's talking about using our because solar plexus chakra talks about confidence, how we perceive things, right? How we perceive ourselves, perhaps, how we perceive others, and it takes us out of our comfort zone. This perception. So that's what you'll be dealing with this month. Dealing with personal power, willpower, and having confidence. And using that confidence to perceive things, right? To perceive others, perceive yourself, and what you're doing. So if when I look at these three cards, existence, consciousness, and change, when I'm looking at this young lady or this young person, it's a woman, man or woman, I mean, it's a woman here in the picture. She's gazing up at the stars, right? She's looking up at the stars, wishing upon the stars. I'm not upon a star. I'm not sure what you're wishing for, Leo, at this time, but you're wishing for something. And whatever you're wishing for, right? Because in the Osho Zen Tarot deck, existence is the magician. So whatever you're wishing for suddenly manifests in June. Whatever you're wishing upon a star about, whatever you're asking the universe for, it comes in suddenly. And this causes stability. It gives you stability, right? Because we have here the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is, she does have confidence. She does have a sense of self. She is stable. She is bountiful. She is fruitful. You could also be a parent, but whatever you're wishing for suddenly comes in. So I'm not, if Queen of Pentacles could be wife, so I'm not sure if you're wishing for on a relationship, I'm not sure what that is that you're wishing for. But whatever you're wishing for, Leo, suddenly comes in. And with this consciousness card here, which is the Ace of Swords, and it appears twice because the consciousness card is the Ace of Swords. So you're suddenly aware of something. And whatever you're aware of makes you happy. Whatever you're aware of makes you happy. I'm not sure if you're corresponding with someone or people with the world card here, because this could mean, the internet, right? It could mean an online platform. It could mean, you know, completing a cycle. The Four of Wands could also mean marriage. So I don't know if someone suddenly pops the question, because the reason why I say that, I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles. Someone suddenly becomes wife, right? The Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You could be proposed to, and if you've been with someone for a long time, Leo, you could be suddenly proposed to in June. And it changes a whole, like, you begin a whole, like, cycle of married life, or whatever causes that stability. It doesn't have to be uh, stability in a relationship, but it could be something that you were working on, because with that magician there, you're trying to manifest something. So whatever you were working on, Leo, it suddenly comes in, and it brings in money with that Queen of Pentacles here. Suddenly it happens. And that makes you very happy. It makes you very stable. And you're connecting with people, you're connecting with, with a higher level of consciousness, with the divine. Or it could simply mean that you are now aware that that you're being proposed to. Or maybe if you're a man, you suddenly decide, I want to get married. Oh gosh. Oh, thank you. I just put this in front because it's been given trouble. Yeah, you suddenly decide that you want to marry. And with that Ace of Wands there, you are just, yeah, it could mean attraction, it could be a passionate new start with something. So whatever you, like, say you're working on a project, right? And you've been working on it, working on it. And suddenly it comes in, bam, and it brings in that kind of the fruit, because it seems like with that letting go there, you just doing it now. Whatever you're working on, you just doing it now just for, because you enjoy doing it. You seem to be passionate about it, but you're just doing it. But with that Six of Pentacles here, you want it to give back to you, right? You're working on something and you want the return from it. I'm not sure if that was happening in the past, but with letting go here, you let go of the situation, you let go of the expectation of the outcome. And as soon as you did that, right, suddenly it manifests, right? And it comes into fruition. Maybe that's why you need that confidence right there. You're confident in whatever you're creating and how you perceive things. And how you perceived it is that you let go. You let go of the expectation. You let go of whatever you're working on giving back to you. If this is a relationship, you decide that you let go of any maybe prior expectations that you had about the relationship, and then you suddenly decide, I want to get married, or you decide, you suddenly realize you're being proposed to, right? And yeah, before you know it, you're communicating with family and friends overseas or whatever, if you have family, you know, in other states or in other countries, making them aware that you're getting married. It's so many things happening at once. And that starts a whole new cycle, it's something that, you feel passionate about. It gives you that passion. That is a new cycle of passion, of doing something that you enjoy. So if this is a new relationship, it gives that fire back into the relationship, you know, that you feel happy, you feel that sense of, it's just pure joy and feeling at peace. Look, as I said before, Her eyes are closed, right? If it would just focus. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, she is just confident where she is, right? She is, you know, confident within herself here, right? Look at this card. Her eyes are also closed. Him or her. Don't look at the gender, right? As well as closed. Closed. They're all closed, right? It's just something just occurs to you. You let go and you connect, and suddenly everything turns around. So let's see, let's shuffle and see what the divine has to say. Let's see what the divine has to say for Leo for June 2023. Let's see. Yeah, you were stuck in your head about it for a while though, or whatever this is. Maybe you had been waiting for the person to propose for the longest time and they hadn't, and then it suddenly happens. Maybe you're worried about something, or you know, and you just let go of it. Yeah, something was on hold. Okay, let's see. So what's the advice for you? What's the advice? You have two cards, Moonlight and Goblins. When I look at these two cards, I just see this as fears. Like you had fears about something. Yeah, five, and then 5 and 1 is 6. Yeah, 5 is changes, and what is 6? Movement. Yeah. Let's see what it says here. What is Moonlight? Well, let's look at Goblin. Goblins talks about just, they say goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing you are unworthy. Again, back to that self confidence, solar plexus chakra. They tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage with low self worth, self sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self. You see this moonlight casts a shadow, and she's looking down, you know. Yeah, and even this is in the darkness. These goblins, like our thoughts, goblins. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self talk. Within you is a spark of the divine. Let go of negativity. Yeah, letting go. Letting go here. Look at letting go. Letting go of negativity. So let's see number 51. All right. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second guessing. Resist second guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. Yes, with that Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords coming up twice. Keen perception. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards and other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly, through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. Yeah. So it all has to do with confidence. So let me repeat myself one more time. So the two messages, main messages, someone is getting to propose to in June. That's the minor message. Not that it's insignificant, it's just that's the small message I'm seeing, that someone is beginning a new cycle of being in a relationship, whether it's a long-term relationship or somebody is asking for your hand in marriage, or deciding to ask you asking someone for their hand in marriage, male or female, right? That could be happening in June, right? And which is typical because usually in June that's when we have the wedding. June, July, that's when we have the weddings, right? Even August. But minor, something is proposed to in June. You weren't confident of the situation that the person that you know that you would marry that person or that you would be in a long term relationship, and it happens, and the question is asked, or you realize that you're moving into a more committed relationship in June. That's a side message. Another message I'm seeing is that you have been working on something persistently, and maybe you hadn't been so self-confident about it, but you perceive you what do you call it? You persevered. There's the word I'm looking for. You persevered, and you suddenly start getting back the returns of what you have invested in, right? It suddenly manifests into the physical. Because with the magician here, with that existence card over there, it shows that, it's still in the ethers, right? It's still in the ethers. But suddenly you're able to manifest it into um into something tangible, right? You became the magician, or will become the magician in June. And this is something that makes you very happy, that gives you stability, and it shows that you're communicating not only with your creativity, with having certain sparks of inspirations, ideas, if you're working on a particular project. It could also mean connection with the divine. It could also mean, for example, if you have an online store, perhaps suddenly you're getting orders, right? And then here, a new beginning, a new cycle, and something in June. It starts off in June. It kicks off in June. So Leo, whatever you're working towards in June, or sorry, whatever you're working towards, you will see the fruits of your labor in June. At least see the beginnings of that. Okay? So I hope it helped, and I hope it resonated, Leo. Sorry about the cards coming out. I've been having this issue. Well, anyway, so I'll see you in the July readings, okay? All right, take care, Leo. Bye.